There's no doubt about it. But they continue to stick to their guns. You gotta give it to PETA. They're admirable. But that's enough about them, as far as like crazy people goes. Let's see if I got some old stories from PetSmart. Alright, so I don't know if you guys know, but like the Robo hamsters that are there, like the little tiny hamsters. If you guys ever go there, I mean, almost I think every single PetSmart's got it. These little tiny hamsters, and you guys probably don't know this, but like when they get older, they turn cannibalistic. Like literally, we have come in to work, and the hamsters will be there half-eaten from their, I guess, brothers and sisters that just turn on them and go nom 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 in the middle of the night. And I can only imagine how horrible it is. You're sitting there in your little hamster bed, and all of a sudden this big-ass hamster wakes you up and go, yo, bitch, guess what? I think, you know, sinks his teeth into you and rips out your freaking lungs, and we have to come into work the next day. And we had one hamster. The reason I'm telling you this is because we had one hamster that he was mauled, but he didn't die. He stayed alive, but here's what was wrong with it. Like, they literally chewed his leg off. Like, it was hanging on by tendon and just bone. And we come into work like that, and we're just like, oh my god. Like, seriously? This hamster's still alive? And so, you know, it's obvious at this point that the hamster's gonna die. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. This is a dead-ass motherfucker, you know what I mean? You know, he's about to die. And so, we decided, you know, make it as peaceful as possible. Kind of like, alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and, you know, give him the best care possible. You know, we treated the lake. We did the best we possibly could. But we knew he was, you know, gonna die. And the dude stayed alive for 3 fucking days. Every day I would come into work and I would look at this hamster like, that's the saddest thing. It was horrible. And eventually we just took him back to the clinic we had back there, and they put him to sleep. But he ended up getting a name. We ended up calling him the Civil War veteran. And that dude, that hamster, man, he's seen things. And it was so sad because like he wouldn't move or do anything, and it was like the most depressing thing ever. But I'll tell you one thing that was like this scariest thing. Okay, like so betas, they're called like the Japanese fighting fish for a reason, because they fight, they're Japanese and they're fish. They, you know, like anime, the whole 9 yards, Japanese fighting fish. And one day, my friend Brant is working there, and he was, we were talking, and he noticed something about the fish there. He's like, oh cool, dude, check out that fish. And it was like a blue and red fish, like a cool mix of them. And we're like, oh, dude, that's pretty cool. Like something, you know, we animals for like a little bit of a discount. And we're like, oh cool, I'm gonna get that fish. And then to our horror, the fish like separates, and it literally, what happened was one of the betas ate the other one, jumped in the other tank, hollowed out his insides, and was swimming, using him as like, not necessarily a helmet, but like, just swimming around with his face on. And we're like, that is freaking horrible. And I know what you're thinking, wow, Rundon, that's kind of graphic. No, the worst part is, the other guy who was using as a hat was still alive. Like, he was also swimming around, like, inside of him. And we're like, you've got to be kidding. He was still alive, so, you know, what do you do at that point? But, yeah. I don't think you guys ever worked at a pet store. It's definitely something else. Should I pack-a-punch this? I don't know, I mean, we are still one-shotting zombies with it, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth pack-a-punching. What I need to do is, pack-a-punch these, my Mustang and Sally. Get Mustang and Sally. So, I can't think of any other kind of horror stories that go with PetSmart as far as, like, what I've seen. I've definitely heard some people ask some really stupid questions. I think I had one guy come in there, and I'm pretty sure the dude was trolling. I mean, for obvious reasons. He was like, I need a dog collar for about a dog that's about yay high, you know, 89 pounds. He talks an awful, or barks an awful lot. You have a collar that I can just press a button and zap him. And, you know, you're obviously talking about a kid. It's kind of hard to show you when I'm like, oh, he was yay high, and I guess I can, like, ADS at the screen. He's this tall. But you guys are kind of like, run down, what are you talking about? So, you know, that was at least mildly funny. As far as like selling shock collars go, I kind of hate doing it, especially when people go like, I need the highest voltage possible, and you're like, oh my god, like what's wrong? And they like point to the little chihuahua, and they're like, this is a monster, and you look at it like, I'm so sorry, chihuahua, but you bit the wrong person or something. Your owners are not your friend. JK. Kirk, Samu, Carpenter! Which he didn't bother saying. So at least we got max ammo, so I can continue snippy sniping. I need stamina. What do you guys think? Should that be my next investment, or should I pack a punch? I mean, I need a weapon to fall back on. Let's go with, I can't decide. I can't decide. Is this all the zombies we have? I say as I, like, look around, there's, like, a serious freaking swarm of them. I mean, I'm fine with relying on this. I mean, I can rely on, like, another wave until I get, another one. But at the same time, I don't want to be running out of ammo, you know what I mean? Just lie to me and say, yeah, Rundown, we know what you mean. Just answer me in the comments down below. Say, yeah, Rundown, I know what you mean. That's another thing I want to say. Again, hi to everyone who's joined. I really appreciate all you guys subscribing. That means the world to me. I really do appreciate it. Especially, you know, knowing that, like, a lot of you guys, like, I had, like, what, 47 subscribers in that game. And I'm hoping to get a little bit more people. Not, like, I don't want to be as big as, like, some of the other YouTubers, like CNanders or that. Like, I just want to probably stay, like, as a small channel. I don't ever want to have that many people. You know, it'd be nice, but at the same time, I don't think I could take the responsibility. It's not necessarily responsibility. So, like, if you, like, I go back there and I look at their channels, you know, people like CNanders, people like Hush's channel, Ali A's, even Wild Child's channel, and you just get some people that are like the stupidest freaking people. They're like, oh, you know, Wild Child, what accent is that? Is that a German accent? And Wild Child's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not the German. Oh shit, that was French. That's not the German. I can't do a Spanish accent. I can do every accent but Spanish. I can do the German. Nope, that's not German. That's French again. Okay, apparently today is French Day. Nope, Canadian. We do love our hockey. Oh, they love their hockey. I remember the first time I heard that joke. That was on X-Play. I don't know if you guys have ever watched X-Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. But dude, that show, man, that show is the shit. This was a wrong path. Oh god. But that show was legit, man. That is like the show was X-Play. I remember watching that way back in the day, like when the thing first came out, like the very first episode. I was a fan ever since then, and they were like, I mean, that was the place you would go. Like that was before. I don't know if that was before IGN or other stuff like that. Oh, I sniped you. Oh God! Oh Jesus! Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, I don't know how many zombies I'm killing with one bullet. I think it's like a few. Oopsie. But X-Play was like where you would go. Like I remember Morgan Von Webb, like all their little characters they would have. I remember like saying they're destroying like the Xbox, like the regular Xbox and the GameCube and stuff, and being like, wow. Like this, it was a really cool show. I love the little skits they did. My favorite one, I don't know if you guys ever, or any of you guys know what I'm talking about, was the one where they were reviewing Kim Possible, like some kind of DS version or something. And one of their interns was, what is that? 2 nukes? All right. Oh shit, I should have grabbed it, shouldn't I? Let's molest these nukes. Come on, zombies, hug time. Yes, the dirty zombies. So dirty. Dirty little zombies. Oh, let's pack-a-punch this. Shower. Pack-a-punch. We like to pack-a-punch. You got us sent to hell. Hey! Okay, so let's go ahead and get this insta-kill. I think, right? Yeah, insta-kill. I like the way that these little perks and stuff look on the Nuketown map. I mean, they look pretty cool. I like them. Hello there. Knife. Oh god. It's knife to meet you. I did the pun anyway, didn't I? Damn it. I tried to resist doing the pun. So yeah, X-Play was definitely the shit when I was growing up. Oh god. I remember one other thing, like I would always sit there and like to look forward to their E3 coverage. I remember like way back in the day when I first saw Spore, I'm like, oh my god. Oh, well, I was like, well, X-Play, wasn't I? That's me not paying attention. But X-Play I watched pretty much all the way up to where they got Blair Herter. And I am not the biggest Blair Herter fan. I think he laughs at his own jokes. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I laugh at my own jokes a lot. Probably more than anyone really should. But, like, I just didn't think he was funny. The writing really changed a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, Adam and Morgan were still there. Adam and Morgan? Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm like, I hope I didn't say Adam and Sessler, or like Morgan and Webb, and be like, wait. I mean, they were still there, but they just weren't like the same, if you know, best way to put it. And I stopped watching it, and now that this is relevant news because they're getting canceled at the end of December, and I'll definitely be tuning in, you know, and just show my support that I just, you know, like, why the hell would you cancel them? They were such a good show. Oh god. That was a hairy situation. I don't know if you guys, but my butthole sucked in a little bit of air there. My dad would say that. And I'd always look at him and be like, what? He's like, yeah, I heard your butthole suck in air there. Like, whenever we go golfing together, which wasn't very often, like at our own house. Back at our old house, we had like, what, 3 acres, and we've actually built like a little mini golf course on it. Oh man, the amount of shit you can get away with in South Carolina. Oh god. Oh, yeah, surprise, that's where I live. Which, isn't, I don't know, I guess it's nice. I don't really like hate it or love it, it's just kind of there. I don't necessarily want to leave. I guess I'm from Ohio, but I'm not like from Ohio because I really moved down here when I was a lot younger, like 3 years old or 2, whatever the hell it was. So I guess I'm southern raised, but I still have my mom who's from the north, so she taught me, you know, how to speak like a northerner and not talk with a southern drawl. Man, old man, I didn't kill anyone. Man, old man, the southerners got that southern drawl, man. The worst one. Like, that's probably my least favorite accent, is that one where like, they talk real slow like this and they go down to the truck and I'm like, ugh. It just sounds a little bit uneducated, but that's just me, and I'm pretty sure I've offended at least half my audience. So I apologize. That's just probably that's my least favorite accent. My least favorite accent's probably, like, if I just had to pick something for someone like to actually listen to, like if they were talking all damn day. I don't really have one. They're all kind of cool, you know? I don't really have one. As far as, like, I was having a discussion at work, like, oh, look, James is online. I mean, Stealthy Ninny. You don't need to know his real name. As far as, like, you know, which accent I think is the hottest, especially for a girl to have, because obviously I am a heterosexual male. God, the hottest accent for a guy. Anyway, is definitely Russian. We had this one chick at PetSmart, right? She came in, I mean, she was a 10, easily. And then she spoke with the thickest, like, Russian accent. She's like, I want to catch a fish that would be great for Soviet Union and communism. And we're like, oh my god, your voice is amazing. Hey, look, James is playing, Stealthy Ninny is playing Call of Duty Fag Ops 2. Like, any girl with a Russian accent, you're automatically, like, plus 2 points. I mean, even if 5 becomes a 7, it's like, whoa. And if you can speak Russian fluently, that's even better. You know, that's like a double win right there. Spanish accents for chicks, it's alright. It's not my biggest one. You know, being down here in America, you do, especially down in the south, you do see, you know, a few Spanish chicks. But it's not like my least favorite accent, but it's definitely not my favorite. Favorite's easily Russian. I've heard a few girls with a British accent. One of the people I talk to, he's from the UK, who I play like online games like RuneScape and stuff with, and I don't care what anyone says, RuneScape is the shit, man. Why am I using those? Why aren't I using my Barret? You guys suck at reminding me things. Like, her accent's okay, but she's got kind of like the, what am I thinking? Kind of like a Scottish accent. Like, it sounds like a Scottish. I forget how they describe it. Not like what am I thinking? Not like